Home are facing criminal charges. Thanks for joining us here for Western Mass News at 4. I'm Jordyn Jagolinzer. The Pentagon was under lockdown earlier today. A spokesperson confirming the lockdown was due to police activity outside. From home today, something Agawam Mayor Bill Sapelli encouraged to the community. This after 5 Agawam residents tested positive for COVID. Jana, thanks. Over in Springfield, MGM is celebrating their 3rd anniversary today, and in honor of the milestone, 2 new sports lounges were unveiled this morning. Jordyn Jagolinzer live at the fairgrounds, where we are getting ready for the parade to start. A lot of excitement here. President and CEO of the Eastern States Exposition, Jean Cassidy, joining me now. Joining me now is Chief of the Emergency Department for Mercy Medical Center, Dr. Mark Kenton. You were just saying that you've already answered about 7 calls. What have they mainly been about so far this evening?
Welcome back, everyone. It's the latest donut from Dunkin'. Chris, do you remember us having a little chat not too long ago?
I wondered where you left
about the new spicy ghost pepper donut.
I was trying to get a look at it too, and we had that big, there it is. That's what I was waiting for, the big blow up. It looks delicious. The phones have been ringing off the hook here in our newsroom. Joining me now is Dr. Ruth Cho, and we are talking a little bit about mammography. Tell us, for people who might be watching this that haven't had a mammogram yet, what they should expect. The president saying this country has an obligation to those family members who lost loved ones in today's explosions, saying that America will not forgive or forget. In a case that gained national attention, a family attorney says Brian Laundrie died by suicide from a gunshot wound to the head. Laundrie's remains were found in a Florida nature reserve last month after a weeks-long manhunt. He disappeared just days after his fiancée, Gabby Petito, had been reported missing. The couple had been traveling across the country in a converted van, documenting their travels on social media. Petito's remains were found in Wyoming on September 19th. Her death was ruled a homicide by manual strangulation. Ahead on Western Mass News on ABC 40, officials now stepping up their efforts to solve a cold case from the 70s. The exclusive details next. This month marks the 47th anniversary of Kim Benoit's death, and despite the fact that it's been nearly half a century, her family and the Berkshire District Attorney aren't giving up on her case. Welcome back, everyone. In-store shopping is expected to make a comeback this year as Black Friday and Cyber Monday quickly approach.
Western Mass.
Also raising prices, General Mills. One regional wholesale supplier says it received letters about the price hike from the cereal company last week. Popular cereals like Cheerios, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and Lucky Charms are included in the increase. Breaking news tonight out of Franklin County. Thanksgiving break is starting a day early for the Gill-Montague School District. Officials tell Western Mass News they have canceled tomorrow's planned half-day due to some COVID-19 cases within the district. There's no word if it's students or staff with the virus. They say they're looking at the extra time off as a chance to reset. All right, Jana, thanks. A traffic alert for you now. Mass TOT providing an update on a crash on the Mass Pike in Springfield involving a tractor trailer. We first told you about it just a few minutes ago. They say the scene is now clear. However, there is approximately 3 miles of delays, and you can see those cars just not moving on that westbound side. Household chores like dusting or making the bed are linked to sharper memory for older adults. The study out of Singapore also found that doing housework helps protect against falls. Researchers found that heavier housework like vacuuming or window washing was linked to a 14% higher attention score for people 65 to 90 years old. Let's send things over to meteorologist Jana Brown. Jana, a lot of people starting to head out for their Thanksgiving travels. How are things looking? Yeah. Jana, thanks from all of us here at Western Mass News. Thanks for watching, everyone. To this day, her case remains unsolved. Tonight, we're getting answers on what unfolded that November 9th morning on the 22nd anniversary of her death from those who knew Ashley. Ashley Turniak was like any other teenager in Agawam. She hung out with her friends, spent her days learning at Agawam High School, and was well liked by all those who knew her.
She had a great personality. She really did. Nice kid. Really nice.
But on November 9th, 1998, Ashley left school and never returned home. One of the last people to see her that day was her assistant principal, Paul Cavallo.
On that particular day, she came in and just stopped by to say hello and so forth.
Her first class started at 7:25 that morning, but less than an hour later, around 8 a.m., she was found dead on Interstate 91 in Longmeadow, near the Connecticut state line. Did you notice anything weird about her behavior? Was she jittery?
No, nothing like that at all.
Ashley's mom, Annette, speaking to Western Mass News, saying that day she felt like something was wrong. And when she came home from work and Ashley wasn't there, the worst thoughts came to her mind.
Something's wrong. where is she, you know? I didn't know where she was.
Then she and her friends watched the evening news, listening to reports that a young girl was found dead on 91. A girl with a Mickey Mouse watch, something Annette knew her daughter had.
And that's how I found out.
The 16-year-old went out the passenger side window of a car driving on the southbound side of the highway before dying when she hit the pavement.
5 people identified what kind of car it was.
That vehicle, identified as a tan, mid-sized vehicle, potentially a late 80s Ford Tempo.
Whoever was in that car wasn't a very nice person, that's for sure.
Later that same day, Ashley's backpack turned up on Woodlawn Avenue in Enfield, not far from the highway exit. Paul Cavallo remembers Ashley wearing it that morning.
She did have her book bag with her. I remember that.
That backpack is how police identified her body. The driver dumping the bag. Her mom remembers the phone call.
At around 5 o'clock, I get a call from the Connecticut police. That's what happened. And they said, we found Ashley's book bag and her coat.
One of the main issues for investigators, a lack of witnesses.
It's probably the largest single-story high school in the state.
Western Mass News sat down with Agawam Mayor Bill Sapelli, who says the school has roughly 80 doors and classroom windows don't have a view of the main parking lot to see Ashley leave.
That end of the building is the cafeteria and the gymnasium, which don't have windows necessarily and or people sitting in a room where they can look out the window.
One witness on the highway did give a description of the driver to police, but was too fearful to come forward.
It was a male, olive color face. She saw his face and she didn't want to come forward because she was afraid.
But what happened to Ashley? Was she pushed out of the car? Did she jump trying to get away? Questions that still linger as the driver remains unidentified.
Knowing Ashley, she would not have got into a car unless she knew the people.
Something happened, and it's hard to prove.
We reached out to the Hampden County District Attorney multiple times. They did not wish to comment on this case. If you have any information on what happened or who may be involved, call the State Police Detective Unit at the number on your screen. It's 413-505-5993. Chris, we are having enough fun for you. Don't worry, but we do miss you here. We're all here gearing up for the holidays with the Marines Toys for Tots campaign, and we want you all to come down, drop off new and unwrapped toys. We're right across from the Armory where the ice rink is here at MGM Springfield, and it's certainly something that you don't want to miss. We are ready for the holidays with the tree lit up behind me. Snow is falling. You can see the ornament we have here. It's a lot of fun, but I will say it is chilly, so bundle up when you come on down to drop off those toys. Welcome back, everyone. We are so excited to be here at MGM Springfield for our Toys for Tots drive. Jen from Six Flags joining me now. Jen, it's so good to see you.
Pleasure. Happy holidays from Six Flags to everybody in Western Mass and beyond. We are thrilled. 'Tis the season, and we are excited.
I mean, you look so cute, too, with your Holiday in the Park gear, which we'll get to in just a bit. But you guys actually kicked off our drive here tonight.
Yeah.
How many toys did you bring?
So we started with about over 300. So this is 300 people
Unreal.
right here in Springfield service that will get a toy. And this season means so much to us at Six Flags, and truly every child deserves a special holiday.
And I know that you picked out these gifts, and you have a favorite.
I do.
Let's show. We have to show everyone your favorite, Jen, because
the Toys for Tots always says to think about older kids. A lot of times people think 10 and under. Don't forget, they service all the way to 17 years old. So I went with the karaoke machines, Bluetooth. It's super cool, and it's my favorite. Maybe we'll sing on it later, Jordyn.
I would count on that, Jen. That would be a lot of fun. Now, for families who are coming here, they're going to drop off some toys. We're certainly getting into the holiday season, and for a lot of families, that also means stopping at Holiday in the Park. So tell me a little bit about what families can expect this year if they head to Six Flags. Now to a Western Mass News exclusive story, a post that caught our attention on Facebook. A local father and son duo were fishing in the Ware River when they found what appeared to be a wedding band. And after hearing their story, Western Mass News is trying to help that family reunite the ring with its owner. Take a look.
I was digging in a hole about 1.5 feet, 2 feet deep. I pull my shovel out and I see a ring.
Connor LaFleur spends a lot of his time out digging in the Ware River, doing some treasure hunting every now and again.
It's fun. I get to come out here, relax, get in the water, enjoy myself.
But what he found on Tuesday was out of the ordinary. This ring nestled deep in the river's sand near the Palmer wastewater treatment plant.
The ring is titanium with 14 karat gold inlays.
Now he's speaking exclusively to Western Mass News, hoping to find its owner.
I hope to find the person who either lost it or got rid of it and reunite them with the ring.
LaFleur thinks it's possible the ring may have traveled down the river, but he's hopeful he'll be just as lucky in finding the owner as he was finding the ring. And if you or someone you know believes that ring is yours, head to our website, westernmassnews.com.